My biggest problem about existence is that I can't know anything for sure. I think as humans, we underestimate the power of knowledge. It got to a point where people started thinking that it's better to not know than to know. People who are religious believe that one day the world will end and God will choose his people and take them to a special place that he created for them. But I don't know when that's gonna happen, and they're okay with it. They're okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like any day can happen that the whole thing ends when you're not even ready. And they're okay with it. I think the reason why people are okay with not knowing is because they believe that whatever force is behind reality is good. If you're in a relationship with a person that you trust 100%, you won't really feel the need to ask a lot of questions. If they say, prepare yourself, we're going somewhere, you're probably not even going to ask, where are we going? You trust them. But if it's a person that you don't trust, you'll be like, where are we going? Why are we going there? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to ask a lot of questions. But if it's a person that you trust, you'll be like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. So people believe that whatever force created this reality is good. It's on their side. They don't care what is happening around them. They don't care how much suffering they're enduring, how much suffering other people are enduring. They tell themselves that whatever is behind this reality is good. The problem with believing that the force that's behind reality is good is that it can get away with anything. The worst things could happen and people still say that this is good. We deserve the truth, man. Like, seriously, you deserve the truth. Live life as if you deserve the truth. Stop letting people make you feel bad for being curious, for doubting things. You deserve the truth. You deserve to know for sure. Let's put faith aside. You deserve to know what is going on. You see, what you are experiencing, it's you who is experiencing it. Do you understand? So can you really say that the one who's having an experience don't deserve to know why they're having that experience? Can we honestly say that? You deserve the truth. I'm actually surprised that there's never been a human being in history who went on strike because they don't understand what the heck is going on. You know what I'm saying? People go on strike because they don't have jobs. People go on strike because they're not getting bursaries. You know what I'm saying? People go on strike because they're not getting a raise. You know, people go on strike because someone committed a crime and they don't want that person to get bail. But we have never been on strike because we don't get what the heck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need We need to be honest with ourselves, man. If there's something that we should surely be angry about, is the fact that we don't know what the heck is going on. Because we don't. We just want to pretend as if we know. We are so good at pretending, bro. Sometimes when I'm outside and I meet people, I look at them and be like, this person looks like they know what's going on. The way that they live their lives, it's kind of like they know what's going on. But does anyone know what is going on? Why do we live like we know what's going on? Why ain't we all in shock? Because when you meet people, it's like they know what's going on, right? There's this movie that I watched. I think it was directed by Christopher Nolan. It's called Memento. This guy get hit on the back of the head with a gun, if I remember correctly. The guy who hit him on the back of the head also killed his wife. Since then, he wasn't able to remember things that have happened 24 hours before. Like, if today is like 12 p.m., you wouldn't be able to remember what happened. If today, like right now, is 12 p.m., you wouldn't be able to remember what happened 12 p.m., yesterday. And because of that, he he was used by people, telling him things that weren't true. Because he didn't have knowledge, he couldn't remember that, oh, this is the person that betrayed me. And so the people who took advantage of the fact that he doesn't remember anything. My favorite scene was when he was being chased by this guy. So I think they were at this, like, at a trailer park, if I remember correctly. So he's running and he sees this other guy running on the other side. So he's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Uh, it seems like I'm chasing that guy. The guy had a gun, so he said, "Oh, it seems like I'm chasing that guy." Then he went towards him, and the guy pulled out a gun and started shooting. And it was like, "Oh, it seems like he's chasing me." That's life. It's like you don't know who is your friend, who's your enemy. You don't know what to believe, what to think. Do you honestly think that this is the first time we're doing this? Like, this is your first time actually existing? You've never existed before? You've never been self-aware before? Or you just keep on forgetting? And every time when you forget, it feels like your life is just starting. I mean, think about it. If they wipe off your memories completely, it will feel like your life started after they wipe off your memories. You won't remember that they wiped off your memories. You just think that that's like life started. The time when you forgot everything. You won't think, hey, they wipe off my memories. If they don't tell you, you won't even think that. You just think that that's when your life started. If they wipe off my memories completely, I'll think that this is the first time that I became conscious. There is so much that we don't know about existence that I don't think being angry, being sad, and being curious is a bad thing. I think because of how weird reality is and how much we don't know, actually being sad, being angry is a sign of intelligence. Because how are you supposed to feel? Should you be happy that you don't know what the heck is going on? Think about it. You are in a world that you don't know who created it. You don't remember creating it. So you're in this world where things are happening to you without your consent. I mean, some dude can just show up here and decide to, try to rob me. Probably won't be successful, but that wouldn't mean that I consented. That wouldn't mean that that's what I wanted to experience. So things are happening to us without our consent, and we don't know how to control our reality. We are just having this experience. How are we supposed to feel? If people hate you, no one cares about you, you're going to experience what it's like to be hated by people, to have no one care about you. But that's not the experience that you want, but you're having it. And you don't know how to change that. You don't know how to make people love you. You see? The harder you try, the more you push them away. The more they think you're weird. How are you supposed to feel? So yeah, you're in this world where you're having these experiences that you don't truly understand. You're not even sure what reality is. You're not even sure if this is not a hologram. The whole thing, if it's not a hologram. You're not even sure if the whole thing is not a dream. You're not even sure if you're not in a simulation. How are you supposed to be feeling? How should you be reacting to the world? Shouldn't we all be mad that we don't know what is going on? Shouldn't we all be curious? Shouldn't we all stand together as humanity and be like, bro, I'm going to live life the way that I should live life in this kind of situation? How should you live your life in this kind of situation that you're in? Think about it. As a very intelligent person, how should you be living your life? Should you be okay with the fact that you don't know nothing and you're being controlled? There are people who are telling you how to live life, even though they've not proven to you that they understand what life is. There's some people who are powerful who are saying, this is how you must live your life. No, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. We're not allowing this. We have the power to say, you're not supposed to do this. And if you do it, you committed a crime. But they don't know what life is. We're curious, but we're not curious enough, man. We're angry, but we're not angry enough. Ain't you desperate to understand what reality is? Is there a person who has the right to judge you for trying to understand what reality is? There's a chance that you've been here before, you've been existing here for a very long time. You kept on experiencing this. without even knowing. That's even possible. There's a chance that you've reincarnated here like more than a million times, right? You look at life and think, this is my first time, having this experience. But what if it's not? What if this is not your first time here? What does it mean? How should that make you feel? I don't think there should be a person who blames you for not being okay. If you're not okay in this realm, there's a chance that you are more intelligent than a regular person. There are a lot of things that you're not okay with. I don't think it's best to force ourselves to be okay with things that we're not okay with. And I think that's what's happening. Like in this world, that's what's happening. Like a lot of people are forcing themselves to be okay with things that are not okay with, and they're also being forced. You see, those who are not okay with things that they don't really feel okay with, they're being forced to be okay with these things. They're being gaslighted. If you're not okay, you are the problem. Why is everyone okay except you? Why are you the only one complaining? Why are you the only one angry? Why are you the only one who's asking questions? Why can't you be like everyone else? Why can't you pretend to know what's going on? I hope it doesn't start to rain. But it feels like it's gonna rain. Damn, it's gonna rain. It hasn't rained the whole day. Now it wants to rain because I'm recording a video. How weird. People who lack knowledge are very easy to manipulate. They're saying this phone is waterproof, but I ain't even gonna take a risk, bro. If it starts to rain, I'm stopping this video, or I'm gonna be standing under the tree there. The easiest people to manipulate are people who know nothing. Don't you think that the reason why you know nothing is because if you knew the truth, you wouldn't be okay with it? So it's best that you know nothing. Do you think if chickens knew the truth, they would be easy to control? They will be okay. They'll be okay with how they're being treated. But they're gonna eat us. But they're giving us food. So let's just pray that it takes time. They're gonna let us grow, and they're gonna eat us when we're tired of life. I think we don't know what's going on because the truth is so horrible that we wouldn't accept it. So we know nothing. We don't even know what to think, how to feel. We're confused. If we knew what's going on, it would be very easy for us to set our souls free. But now you don't even know how to set your soul free. The perfect prison is a prison where prisoners, you know, um, are not allowed to know the truth about themselves. Like, there's something that Thanos said in the movie Avengers Endgame. He said he thought by eliminating half of the all living beings in the universe, the other half would thrive. But now he knows that that won't happen. So he's gonna eliminate everyone and start all over again. So the people who will start existing after he's eliminated everyone will not know anything. That's when they'll thrive. So if you don't know your history, you know, you are you don't even know what to do, bro. Like you are going to work with what you know. So if they put you in prison and they wipe off your memories completely, and they told you that it was not a prison, they told you that in order in order to have a better life here, you must listen to the gods. Don't cause any trouble. Don't try to escape. You're gonna believe that, because what are you supposed to believe? But if you are more conscious than like a lot of people, you will have a lot of questions, especially if you're not being treated well. You'll be like, well, okay, I get what you're saying, but why are we not being treated well? Why are we not happy? I mean, that's a valid question to ask. If this is good, why are we not happy? Why does this not feel right? This only feels right when you are trying to do what works. But if you detach yourself from your desires and you just think, like, I don't care what works. Let me think about reality itself. It just seems weird. The videos that I've watched on YouTube, um of like cartoons that are showing us what is really going on. They'll show reds entering a train. There's no space. You know, they're all forcing themselves into the train. Those kind of videos show you the reality of this world, right? Some of these videos will show you like someone who's rich, right? Big, who's rich, who's on top, and everyone is at the bottom and they're suffering. So this person is on top and they're carrying this person. Everyone is at the bottom, they're carrying this person, and this person is very heavy. It's life. It shows you how poor people are suffering and rich people are benefiting from poor people. Like, if you took your time to think about the reality of this world, you'll cry sometime. It's just that we're so used to this that we don't even think about it the way that we should think about it. You know, we're so used to this life that we don't even think, bro. So one of the biggest questions we must ask ourselves is, how should I live life? Right? If I don't know anything and I'm suffering and I see other people suffering and I'm scared, I don't know what's gonna happen after I die. I don't know what is sourcing this reality. I don't know why some people are too damn ignorant. You know, why I can't have real conversations with some people. I don't know, man. I don't know anything. All I know is that I'm not okay with this. All I know is that um, I wish things were different, right? That's all I know. I don't want things to be this way. I don't like this. I think it's bad. So, how should I live life? Very important question. How should you live life if you're not okay in this world? Should you be asking for other people's approval? Should you care what other people think? You don't know what this. You don't know what this is. You don't even know why other people are the way that they are. Shouldn't you care more about your opinions about this place? What is this place? How do I feel in this place? Do I feel like this place is good or bad? Do I feel like I'm in a friendly universe? Or I'm in an unfriendly universe? I don't know how many people are allowing the emotions that they were given to control them. I think, some people ask me this question on this call. They ask me, how do we set ourselves free? I said, I want to think about it first before I give you my answer. I think you need to conquer this thing. You need to conquer your ego. Whatever you think this is, you have to conquer it. Whatever it feels, you have to conquer. Like, you can't be controlled by it. I think that's how you set yourself free. Think of it this way. Let's say you were playing a video game and you've been playing this video game for a very long time, that you ended up forgetting that you're playing a video game. You ended up thinking that the person that you are controlling in the video game is you. So you started identifying with that person, that thing that you're controlling, whatever it is. If it cares what other people think, then you also care, because that thing is you. That's what you believe, right? What I'm saying to you is that no matter what your emotions tell you, don't believe them. Put your emotions aside. Think, think, and think. Hey, I've had conversations. I wanna. There are a lot of things that I wanna like make people understand. Just keep on watching the videos that I'll be publishing. Like, I've interacted with a lot of people that I thought was conscious, And I realized that they were still controlled by their emotions and don't even realize that. They're still controlled by their feelings and don't even realize that. They're still controlled by other people's opinions and don't even realize that. What is your opinion about things? Like, if you were new to this world and you never had anyone say anything about it, what would be your opinion about it? What would you think is going on? How would you be responding to things? How would you be feeling about things? I'm saying to you that you have to put your emotions aside completely. I don't think emotions are good. I know people who have made stupid mistakes because of emotions. Think, and think. I think that is how you set yourself free. Because when you start thinking, you automatically detach yourself from your emotions, from the ego, right? When you start to actually think. But when you don't think, you are letting the ego control you. You'll be like, oh, I hate this person, so because I hate this person, I must make them miserable, and it will make sense. You're controlled by your feelings. This person, I love this person. Wow. Even if the person doesn't even love you and they don't even care about you, I love this person. I've never felt this way before. Find out that person is looking at you and even talking to you, talking about you with their friends. I know girls who will fall in love with a guy that really doesn't care about them, and the guy will just be talking about her with his friends, like, hey, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be saying, that girl is dumb, man. Like, I'm hitting it. You know, I can call her anytime. I'll hit it. You know, she doesn't. She's not smart. You know, she doesn't even realize that I don't even care about her. If I call her now and say, come and pick me up, if she has a car, come and pick me up. I'm with my friends. I want you to take me to this place. We don't even have to pay for petrol or anything. She'll be here. I'll use her. She has feelings for the guy. It's her feelings that are allowing the guy to use her. But if she had to think rationally, she'd be like, but this guy doesn't love me, right? See, if we're not thinking rationally, we're going to allow this realm to control us. It's only when people start thinking rationally that they realize that no, this realm is not what we thought. Something is actually wrong, right? Intellectual honesty is more important than a lot of people realize. You know, sometimes I look at life as tests of bravery. Like, are you really going to be yourself no matter what? Like, no matter what people are saying, bro. I do believe you can set yourself free. I think you just have to be courageous. You have to be real. You have to be honest. You have to stand for what you believe in. 100%. Don't be afraid to be called crazy. If you feel deeply, let's put feelings aside. If you think as deeply as you can, and your conclusion is something that other people don't agree with, do not be afraid to say, this is my conclusion. Prove me wrong. Let's say I'm wrong. You have to prove me wrong. I'm not going to trust you so much that even if you're saying things that don't make any sense to me, I'll agree with you. I don't even know what you are. Maybe you are being sent by demons. I don't know. Maybe you're an NPC. I don't know. Maybe you are my enemy. If you watch the last Matrix movie, Neo trusted this other guy who was his therapist. He didn't know that that's the guy that actually created the Matrix that he was in. The only reason why the guy was his therapist was so that he can understand what Neo is experiencing, so that he will always be 2 steps ahead. If he knows that, oh, no, now Neo is planning to escape the Matrix. Now he thinks it's the Matrix. Like, okay, I need to be ready. Oh, Neo thinks that his memories are real, but I'm gonna tell him it's just dreams. Like, you know, the guy was trying his best to confuse him. So yes, there could be people in your life who are trying to confuse you. Whenever you realize what is going on, they're there to make you doubt to doubt your intelligence. Like, no. Actually, you're crazy. Like, why would you think that that's what's actually going on? But you find that that's actually what is going on, right? You need to trust yourself. If you're going to make mistakes, then let it be you who has made these mistakes for yourself. Don't let other people make mistakes for you. Don't make the mistake of trusting other people more than you trust yourself. Don't give authority to other people. You know what you want. You know what your heart desires. You know what freedom means to you. You know what level of consciousness you want to reach, what you want to understand, what you deserve to understand. You are the one who knows yourself. So try to live life as if your opinions matter than everyone else's. And this might sound toxic, but I think you liberate yourself if you truly stand up for what you believe in. Like, this is my opinion. Like, if my opinion changes, and this is very important. Like, what I'm about to tell you is very important, right? Make sure that you have done the necessary work. You know, because you might find that your opinion is that, well, there's a God that likes some people and doesn't like some people, and I must like the people that this God likes. And you know what I'm saying? You find that that's not even your opinion. It's just something that the other people made you believe. So you're like, that's my opinion. So be very careful. Be very careful when um, introspecting. Like, what opinions are yours? What opinions are from the world, right? Be very, very careful. Like, it's something that's very, very important. If you don't do this, like, if you don't introspect enough, you will you will you will mess things up, like, completely. Because you're gonna come across as cocky, and you're not going to even be representing the truth. You're not even gonna be standing up for the truth. You're not even gonna be standing up for your own truth, because you were indoctrinated or you were brainwashed. So now you feel like what you feel is true is actually the truth. That's what I'm saying. You have to introspect. Ask yourself, what ideas are mine? If you watch the movie Inception, very brilliant movie, they use technology to enter this other guy's dream. I think they call him Fisher, to give him an idea, to plant an idea in his mind that he thought was his, that wasn't even his. So realize that people do plant ideas in your mind that are not even yours, and you think they are yours. So you have to introspect. Which ideas are mine? What truly makes sense to me? When you do that, you actually do qualify to be cocky. Like, this is what I believe, because these are my ideas. This is me. This is what I think. Think what you think, but if I don't agree with you, I don't agree with you. No matter how successful you are in this room, no matter how many people say you're right, I don't agree with you. So let me not pretend as if I do. I think that's how you must live your life in this room. Stop letting emotions like fear. Like, I'm telling you, man, and this is really important. Please, if in your life you ever feel like ending things, right? I told you, you know, how I feel about it. I told you that I think it's better for you to keep on going and learning. But let's just say you feel like that. Please give yourself a year and say, this year, 100%, I am going to be real. I'm going to be as real as possible. I'm not going to be a coward. I'm going to talk about how I feel, no matter how the world is going to react. This is exactly what I think. Be that brave. Please try that. It'll probably save your life. Get used to being real. Get used to being yourself. Get used to not living in fear. Existence is strange. I do understand that. Existence is strange. But be stranger. Like, don't be afraid to be strange. If you live in a world that is strange. I don't think the Matrix is as powerful as we think. I think we've just given our power away. That is the real problem. It's not the Matrix that is powerful. It's us. It will be like if the battery on my phone thought that my phone was powerful. It doesn't realize that it is actually the one that is charging or that's giving power to the phone. It's the one that is making the phone to work. You're the one who gives power to this thing, trust me. You're the one who cares what other people think. Why do you care what other people think? Someone said something that offends you and you're mad. Don't you realize that you're the one who gave them power? Why are you mad? So let's just say I'm recording this video and then someone says something offensive. Why should I care? Yeah, I could decide that, you know what? I need to give this person an ass whooping. I could decide that not really because I care. Maybe it's just my decision. But really, should I be offended? And if I'm offended, whose fault is it? Am I not the one who say, it's okay for me to feel offended by what they've said? Because someone can say something and I don't feel offended. Remember, I had a conversation with this other guy. He's a YouTuber, very racist YouTuber. He was saying like the most offensive things and I never even got angry one. I'm paying attention to everything that the guy is saying. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, what's wrong with people? You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel offended, like at all. Because I'm not allowing myself to be offended. We are the ones who are giving this matrix power. As a conscious being, you are the one who's saying, I must be hurt by this. I must be hurt by someone turning their backs on me. As if the world promised you that people are going to be real. Anyone who is anyone in this realm can change. And you should know that by now. You can reach a level of consciousness where even if people betray you, you're like, well, I know these things happen. I'm not shocked. It's what happens. I was never truly in control. So anything that is possible can happen because, well, it can. Why should I care too much about what is happening in a realm that I don't even control? You have to be lucid in this realm. To be lucid in this realm is to not play by the rules of this realm. That's it. Lucid dreaming, that's what lucid dreaming is. It's you not playing by the rules of the dream. You became aware that the whole thing is false. The whole thing is not real. It's not what you thought it was. It's not to be taken seriously. Just do you. Stop allowing other people to control you. Their opinions don't matter. They never will. Let them say what they say about you. Let them think what they think about you. Do not even try to convince them that you're right. Stop trying to prove that you're right. You also have to reach this level of consciousness where you don't even want to prove to anyone that you're right. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you do it, it must just be for fun. It must not be because you're desperate. You want people to see that you're right because you're actually right. And you are right. It must be because, well, that's what you choose to do because you're still here and there are things that you can do when you are here. So you just chose to do that. Because you're always doing something, actually. Even if you're just sitting, that is still doing something because you're thinking, you're breathing. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you exist in this room, you're always doing something. But stop allowing other people to control you. People will always have opinions. This realm will always make you feel. Look, it will always try to make you feel the way that it wants you to feel, but it doesn't mean that you must allow it to make you feel the way that it wants you to feel. You know that if you decided right now that you're going to be free for real, you will be. This sounds crazy. Listen, you don't let your emotions control you. Any kind of emotion, you don't let fear control you. You're like, let me do exactly what I want to do. Let me say exactly what I want to say. No matter what I feel, I will feel pain in the beginning if people judge me. It's fine. Let me feel all the pain that I can feel, but I will get used to it. It's the same as the problem is that as humans, we are so used to being comfortable. It's the same as living a relationship. There are people that we never thought we could get over, bro. You're like, man, it's chai for me. It's over for me if I leave this relationship or this person leaves me. But you're doing fine. It felt impossible at first. You never thought you could heal and you'll ever be okay. But you're fine now. It's almost as if you didn't go through that kind of breakup. It's the same with every situation that you encounter in this realm. It'll feel like if you're truly gonna be yourself, you're gonna suffer forever for being you. But no, you'll get used to things. Like, you see, for me, conquering this realm is you not being affected by the things that are happening in it. The worst thing can happen and you don't feel anything. There are things that used to affect you when you were a kid that don't affect you now. I would say that is you waking up. If there are things that used to affect you when you were younger that don't affect you now, that means you are growing. That means you are reaching high levels of consciousness. Because what should affect you? Being affected by anything is also a sign that you are too attached to this, right? If there are things that are still affecting you, if there are people's opinions that are still affecting you, maybe someone says you are ugly and you can't sleep at night, it still shows that you still have a long way to go, you know? Someone said something very stupid and you're offended. Someone said something online and you're offended. You need to be so detached that nothing affects you. Why? Because if this doesn't end here, if life doesn't end here, you're still going to be conscious. You will still deal with the same BS. You get what I'm saying? You're going to still deal with the same BS. I believe that you're going to still deal with the same BS. I don't think escaping this means we are totally free. I think there are many simulations or illusions or fake realities that we need to escape until we truly wake up. And we need to be as honest with ourselves as possible as we are waking up. I think that is the only way out. The lies that we tell ourselves are what's keeping us here. But when you look at things from a place of honesty, that truth that you're going to find out is the truth that's going to wake you up. That's the kind of truth that will give you courage. This is something that a lot of us like. You need to reach a level of consciousness where if people do certain things, you're not even offended anymore. You don't even take this thing seriously. You don't even want to hold these people accountable anymore. You're like, just stay away from me. You're controlled by this room. That's it. I ain't even care. I'm not even going to confront you and ask you a lot of questions, unless maybe I have some doubts. But really, what's important is that I set myself free. I want to say something crazy. No, I want to say something crazy, right? A month back, I was at this place where I bought a queue for a snooker queue. The place is full of white people. I went there twice actually. I remember something happened that I'm not used to. I'll tell you what happened. So I'm at this mall. There's this white guy who's driving a car. I'm supposed to cross. The guy stopped his car. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to people stopping their cars when someone is about to cross. Like, he stopped the car and he allowed me to cross and then he drove. It's something that I don't see here, bro. Like, black people don't care. It's the funniest thing ever. Like, they don't care, bro. Black people will let you stand for a very long time, even if they see that they can stop and let you cross. And then when that the second time, the same thing happened, I was like, damn, I guess there's a difference between white people and black people. I'm not saying white people are better than black people or black people are better than white people, but I think it was, I think it's also something that I think it's something that we can, we can talk about. Like, why do white people, when they're driving them, they will allow like someone who's crossing the road to cross, but black people will just drive. It's funny. But yeah, man. Forget other people's opinions, man. It's your opinions that actually matter. As long as you know that you're real, as long as you know you're authentic, as long as you know that your perspective comes from a real place, you will make mistakes, trust me, but you learn from these mistakes. It doesn't mean that you are always right. You will be wrong, but you'll be able to forgive yourself because you're honest with yourself. You're like, well, I was trying my best to be real. I was wrong, but I wasn't wrong because I was afraid. I wasn't wrong because I was listening to other people. I wasn't wrong because I was allowing other people to control me. I was wrong because, well, you can be wrong. Like, how can I always be right in a world that I don't fully understand? You see, it's possible to be wrong in a world that you don't actually understand. So, yeah. But you won't be that regretful. And if you're truly conscious, you won't even be regretful at all. Because how can you not make mistakes? How can you not sometimes not get things right? In fact, you will learn a lot from your mistakes than you realize. Thank you all guys for watching this video until the end. Tell me what you think about the video. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let us keep on growing. It helps a lot, actually. I know there are people who watch my videos regularly who have not subscribed. Trust me, it helps a lot. It tells YouTube that people like this channel, and YouTube does recommend my videos to other people. We need more and more people to see what we see. That is a good thing. If they see what if they watch the videos and they don't agree, then it's them who don't agree. It's fine, but at least they would have had a chance to see this kind of content. You see? So it really does help. Let us keep on growing, and let's try to stay as strong as possible in this room. Thank you guys.